They came to Imola expecting a fight. They got a war, tire smoke, shattered strategies, and overtakes that defied physics. The 2025 Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix delivered a race no one will forget. It was messy, it was brilliant, it was pure. Formula One, and it just may have changed the direction of this year's championship. This is everything that happened, and everything that mattered. Lights out at Imola, and immediately, chaos. Pole sitter Max Verstappen got away cleanly, defending hard into Tamburello, but behind him, absolute mayhem. Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris went wheel-to-heel through the first sector, neither giving an inch, with Norris eventually backing out, smartly avoiding contact. George Russell locked up into Variante Villeneuve, narrowly avoiding contact with his teammate Lewis Hamilton. Just one lap in, and the tone was set. Verstappen began to stretch the gap early, showing strong pace on the mediums, but the threat from Ferrari was real. Leclerc, running second, looked more comfortable than we've seen all season. His car balance was spot on, and the crowd, oh, they felt it. Tifosi were on their feet. Meanwhile, McLaren's Lando Norris settled into fourth behind Russell, but was managing tire temps better than both Mercedes. Oscar Piastri, starting sixth, quietly made his way past Carlos Sainz with a smooth move into Rivazza on lap 4. Lap C7, and we got our first drama. Sergio Perez, on an aggressive alternate strategy, clipped the curb too hard through Ake Minerali and spun into the gravel. A full safety car was deployed. Just like that, strategies were ripped apart. Red Bull kept Verstappen out. Ferrari pitted Leclerc, and Mercedes. They split their cars. Russell boxed. Hamilton stayed out. It was a gamble, one that would define the second half of this race. On the restart, Verstappen nailed the getaway, but Leclerc, now on fresh rubber, was flying. He carved past Hamilton on lap 13 and started to reel Max in, 10th by 10th, sector by sector. Behind them, Norris and Piastri were locked in an internal McLaren battle, with team radio chatter getting heated. Piastri had more pace, but Norris had track position. Eventually, team orders were called, reluctantly, and Piastri was let through on lap 18. And he made it count. By lap 22, Leclerc was within DRS range of Verstappen. He launched a bold move into turn 2, got alongside, but Max, as ever, held firm. They banged wheels on exit. No damage, but the message was clear. No one was backing down. And just when it looked like Leclerc might try again, another twist. Virtual safety car. Debris from a collision between Lance Stroll and Esteban Ocon brought neutralization. This time, Verstappen pitted. Red Bull's crew was lightning, 2.1 seconds. He rejoined just behind Leclerc. And now the roles were reversed. Fresh tires, clear track, revenge mode, activated. What followed was a chess match on fire. Leclerc defended for dear life. Verstappen hunted with surgical precision. For 6 laps, the Ferrari driver absorbed everything Max threw at him. Sector 2 became his fortress. But on lap 32, the inevitable happened. Verstappen got the better exit out of Variante Alta, took the inside line into Rivazza, and made it stick. Back in the lead, back in control. But the race wasn't done yet. Behind them, Oscar Piastri had closed in on the leaders thanks to his undercut during the VSC. He was now third, and fast. Faster than anyone else on track. McLaren gave him the go-ahead. Piastri began his assault. Lap 36, fastest lap. Lap 37, closes to within 2 seconds of Leclerc. Lap 38, Leclerc reports degradation. Lap 39, DRS enabled. Both clearly running more balanced setups. Yuki Tsunoda, quietly having the drive of his life, sat comfortably in P6, holding off Alonso and Hülkenberg with stunning consistency. Lap 50, and the final phase began. Piastri was closing again. His pace on used softs was stunning. Red Bull began to sweat. Verstappen's radio messages turned terse. He was managing his battery, managing temps, managing nerves. 2 laps. From the end, Piastri was in DRS. 1 shot, final lap. Oscar Piastri sent it. Down the main straight, DRS open. Verstappen weaved once, legally. Piastri dummied outside, then swung to the inside at Tamburello. They went side by side. But Max braked half a meter later, just enough. He held it. Somehow. Through the final corners, both pushed flat out, but Verstappen crossed the line first. Just. 0.429 seconds separated them at the flag. Max Verstappen wins the 2025 Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, but make no mistake, this one was earned the hard way. Oscar Piastri finishes second, a star now fully formed. Charles Leclerc, third, not the win Ferrari fans hoped for, but a podium on home soil, and perhaps a turning point in their season. Further back, Yuki Tsunoda finishes P6, a heroic result for RB. George Russell grabs P4 with a late move on Leclerc, showing once again that Mercedes may be down but not out. And Fernando Alonso, despite an anonymous qualifying, brings it home in P7 after a late charge. It was a race of brilliance and bruises, of bold moves and broken hearts. Imola reminded us all why we love Formula One. No room for error, no room for fear. And in the end, a winner who had to fight for it, every single lap. The championship just got tighter, the midfield battle just got meaner, and the fans, they got a show. If every race this season is like this, we're in for something special. Because today at Imola, Formula One delivered.